Today's About Townshippers episode is actually part 2 of our discussion on how to voice your concerns and comments about services that you've received or would like to have received at the Fleurimont and Hôtel Dieu hospitals in Sherbrooke, Quebec. Hello again, my name is Ed Humphrey and welcome to About Townshippers. This is where we talk about the organizations and individuals that provide important services to the English-speaking communities spread throughout Quebec's beautiful eastern townships. Now, I recently had a really great conversation with Josée Rourke and Frédérick from the CHUS Users Committee for the Fleurimont and Hôtel Dieu hospitals in Sherbrooke. Now, in part 1, we talked about the general mandate of the committee and their role in improving services and the overall user experience, including services to English speakers. And right now in part 2, we're going to continue in that same direction with a bit more emphasis on a not surprisingly important aspect of the hospital experience: parking. Let's jump right in. One subject that often comes to the surface in any province, in any city, and yeah, it's the parking. I know it's one problem or one concern among many that you guys deal with. But to what extent have users' comments contributed to the improvement of parking facilities in Fleurimont? You know, there's already lots of construction there. It's a very busy place.
Maybe before Frédérick answers, I can just say that our committee and mainly Frédérick have put in a lot of hours on a subject that you would think is not related to health issues. However, people come, they're anxious, they want to get into their appointments, and the whole changeover of the system was very difficult. So perhaps I'll let Frédérick explain all the involvement.
All the comments we gather from the user, once again, has been able to show us how they see the system, what's difficult, what is not. When you get to health facilities, you're not in the same state as you would go for dinner at the restaurant. So for the same machine, you don't see it the same way. When you relax, it's a pleasant moment. You may take more time to say, okay, it works this way and that way. When you come to the hospital, you have so much to think about and to deal with, okay? The parking system is just the last thing you want to deal with. So of course, when there's a change, it's affecting lots of the user, plus it's involved money. Plus it's in a context where it's extremely hard to determine how long would I stay. Nobody knows sometimes. So that was very hard at the beginning. My office is close to one of the two machines of the parking, so I could see how the difficulty the people was, every difficulties people were facing. So we really push to be involved in determining solutions. At the end, I was part of the same committee that was in charge of the improvement of the system for parking. Those things went from changing how the machine were programmed to use maybe easier keywords, so that was more easy to get through the system. Because when we're stressed, sometimes you don't take the time to read carefully how the instructions. So we really work to get easy keywords so they can easily understand without reading everything. The improvement also concerned the setup around the machine, okay? The machine were at first all designed to accommodate people with disabilities, basically in wheelchair. So they were fairly low. I've seen lots of people, especially men, kneeling down to be able to see the screen. So we decided to raise up some of the machine. We also had little things, such like shelves. And when you have a coffee cup, a purse, you know, it was hard for the people to handle, for the person to handle the machines. So it's as simple with a shelf. Okay, Now my hands are free. I can deal with it more easily. It went through putting extra signs at very specific and key location in order for people to help to understand the system and to help them to remember that they must have their license plate number with them when they were going inside of the hospital.
A lot of the improvements were taken from our suggestions, and there is signage in English, although it's half size. And, I think the number of complaints have lessened a lot. But I think one of the things that we have to remember is that because the Hotel Dieu and Fleurimont are regional hospitals, there's a lot of people that come to them for the first time. It's not like at a CLSC or at a residence where people are the same people that keep coming. So that's one of the reasons that I think it blew up. The problems all surfaced in our two hospitals more than anywhere else in the system.
Do you each have maybe one message that you would like to communicate to English speakers that English speakers should be aware of? Is there anything in particular that you'd like to say?
Well, I think both of us would say that one of the things is please don't hesitate to contact us. Frédérick is the voice at the end of the phone or at the other side of the email. Also, some of us have had personal contact. People know us and they contact us, and we can forward the information either to Frédérick, or sometimes we get involved ourselves to help resolve an issue. So I know that you'll be posting the information for people to contact us, and we'd really like that. And I think one of the things important is we really believe in working in partnership with the CHU administrators, the people who work at both the local level of the hospitals and the regional level. And that's always been our philosophy. We're not adversarial, but we have to get in there and do things with them. Often when we do make a suggestion, they'll say, well, will you come and be involved with us? And one last thing that personally I'd like to say is I've been on this for 3 mandates. Each mandate is 3 years. And it's the end of my final and 3rd mandate in the fall next year. And so we're going to be looking for some townshippers. 3 of our 9 members at the moment, 4, excuse me, of our members are from the Anglophone community. We're well represented, but we want to continue to be. So those are my message. I'll let Frédérick do his.
Those are good. Those are important messages. Frédérick, how about you? Anything in particular that you like to make really clear?
I would say it's definitely to feel free to call, even if you're not sure if we can bring something to you. I would always take the time to listen to your situation, try to give you the best information I can to help you, either to clarify how it works in the system, because it's hard to deal with the health care system. If I cannot answer right away, I'll simply go look for information and call you back. If you are experiencing a problem that is not solved, okay, I'll be able to listen and to give you a different option. What is important to remember is you're the one that at the end decide which option fits the best for you. Helping you gives us information on how you perceive the services. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win intervention. Yeah.
Josée Rourke, you're president of the CHU Users Committee, and Frédérick Roy, you are the resource person for the committee. You've been very kind. Thanks for taking part in our interview today and for being a part of the Townships.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
You guys have a great day.
Pleasure.
And there you go. If you have any problems, concerns, questions, or positive feedback related to care and services that you've received at the Fleurimont or the Hôtel Dieu hospitals here in Sherbrooke, well, the CHU Users Committee really needs and wants to hear from you. You see, the committee resource person's mandate is, first of all, to listen to your concerns, to inform you of your rights, and then to direct you to the appropriate services. And all that is done in a very professional, personalized, and confidential manner. And you'll find all their contact details right down here in the video description. And as usual, I want to thank you for spending a bit of your time with us today. If you've enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed this series, well, please hit that share and the like button and subscribe to Townshippers Association's YouTube channel. My name is Ed Humphrey. This is About Townshippers, and we'll see you next time.